Okay. This is very important to understand. It's basically on police inequality. You know, the police has powers to issue me equality activity and they didn't do that. So we have to get them out of my bare constitution, like kind of corruption. This corruption model I was talking about. So on 20 November of 2025, key dates 28, okay, 28, sorry, 28th of on 28th of so on 20 November 2025 to 28th of January 2026, I was homeless. I was visited by AK Supported Housing, care home provider, by the council. Because it didn't belong, and I was homeless till 29 November 2020. For 3 months, I lost £10,000 for my PhD. That's fine and dandy because I'm a Nigerian, but I can still get the money back. But I'm fighting a lawsuit of 140 billion, 1.12 billion sum. I really saw the court services, so I really went to the 51 Carmine Street, the Human Rights Office, John Carmine Street, uh, uh, 51 John Carmine Street, which is the Human Rights Office in UK. To do my human rights with a barrister, but the barrister has to go to a solicitor. And my sister's fucking lazy to do that, so I have to go to the ring today. So my social number is there, 01227. Yep. So I was going to solicitor today. But I'm saying to you, so basically, 20 November, 20, I spent £250 in Best Western Hotel. Best Western Hotel was the one in Thurrock, West Thurrock, opposite Premier Inn Hotel. But precisely, basically past Lakeside, one going to Lakeside, West Thurrock. Past, basically, from Lakeside. I didn't want to buy it. I didn't know what hostel was. I didn't know hostels exist in the UK. So that's why I booked the hotel. So £250 to spend from Best Western Hotel. And then I had the receipt down to per week I spent down at Best Western Hotel. It's very, very well, but I had to pay a lot of money for that service. But that's £250 per week. And it was terrible because I lost that money. I know about belonging, said they wanted to go. So I said I couldn't pay them more. I called the council for housing, said I didn't belong to the council. They don't know me and they're not sure who I am. That's the Thurrock Council. Thurrock, Chief for Tango, H for Hamburger, U for Umbrella, Romeo, F for Oscar, C for Charlie, A for Kilo. So my loss against Thurrock Council is 1.2 billion, but for human violation, but you have to pay them out. So I'm going to go to, because of the social system in the UK, I'm going to European Court of Human Rights, the one in France, to solve the Equality Act Trinity as well. So basically, this video obviously, to November, so 1.5 months, I moved to Premier Inn. So I went to my friend's house in Gobo for one day. And they went to Premier Inn Hotel. I stayed there for, I paid £260 per day. Now, per day is only so understand because that's the money that really cut my ass. Every day I was paying that money to Premier Inn for 1.5 more months. But to the council, they had to give me a care home provider and to the police matter. So that's the scene for the police matter. So the police matter is the problem now. So as they do to me, I'm doing to them. So I'm not gonna give anybody that's light skin house from my constitution gun any gun that's no one say white supremacy. I won't give anybody a house because we're not equal. Me and the police are not equal. We are not equal. I just want to say to you, we're not equal in the sense of the word. Because I asked for equality opportunity, I asked for advocacy, equality opportunity. So my question was going to exclude everyone that is British, everyone that is has police powers. I don't care who you are. That's even worse. Anyone has power in the police, to do something. So equality opportunity. Because I know about the equality opportunity, and police has power to make the decision. And they said to give me mental health act 1963, which is understood. So I'm still doing the ward unit, but the ward is what I don't want to be. So I was raised as a child. So basically, we put back in 15 in somewhere, 15. 1 5, E for echo, V for violet, E for echo, F for Sarah, H for ham, E for alpha, F for Mike, the way, that's the care home provider, but they must give me a housing. They don't, because they won't do that. The prison won't do that. So people are unequal. So these people are banned from the Christian model. They won't do that. They won't do that. They're banned from my utopia forever. Anyone that's British, by the way, anyone that has a British passport, any British documents is banned, basically. They're not allowed to step in foot in any of my constitutional zones. They're not allowed to be there. They're allowed to stay away from there, definitely. If you unless you want to get detained yourself and be secluded, that's the policy I'm very interested in. Because, I don't want to be bureaucrat here, but there's one right decision and one right decision to do something. And and how they did it is very important to understand because that's radio system. Those like is the case of mental illness, and they had the radio system, they had SATCOMs, they had radio. So I'm building my own radio system. So like they did to me, I'm doing to them. But if they get into getting there, I don't really care. I don't really care. I'll go back over it. Somewhere else. Um, the Nine Houses from the Council declared basically on the 30th of December, they came to 15 January, IG5, 0EQ, I for Indigo, G for Golf, number 5, 0 Echo Quebec. Now, that place is a care home for disabled people, and I asked for housing. I was 4 years old then, I'm 24 now, but 5 years old, 25 years old, I will be know how to care leaver program. I don't belong in the UK. I never did. I never will do. And even the quality argument is not good enough to be able to. So that's what we have. OHA, O for ham, H for hamburger, A for alpha. OHA, the public branch and division of OBNSS, like OBNSS, OHA, OHA, OHA computing, OHA public computing, or IW low computing, IW I for Indigo, W for West, U for Umbrella. It means low computing. And because OBNSS is designed to train computers. O for Oscar, B for Bravo, I for Indigo, F for Bomb, E for Echo, F for Solution, F for Zero. So basically, from my end, what can I do for the so I'm going to go to European Court of Human Rights and demand some more money from a human rights case. But I have got evidence on documents on my live history. I have got evidence and police body cams, everything. I must request that. But I won't request that. I'm trying to the Polish community. And, Ruby community has some problem with housing issue out. But when I go to the gaming community, I'm going straight to Nigeria. No. Don't, you can't stop me. You can't stop me. I'm going straight to France to the English channel. So I'm going to book a hostel in France. Friend, and I take all my belongings with me. We go to the English channel. I can go to the airport. For the airport, but you're going to give me the hardest again. Because one of the first is, I'm going to try to go to France for my human rights case. So I'm going to apply for France, the European Court of Human Rights. There should be a hostel next to the place because it's very important to get there. You have to fly there, to France. But the kind of out in France, especially French people now. But I'm not scared of them. I'm still human rights. I'm not criminal there. I'm not scared of them. Because I'm not dangerous to anyone. And so that's a fight for human rights. So the right to be some money. If I do it, then it's not a problem. It's not a problem. You're gonna worry about my problem. So you're gonna be worried about my no, don't worry about me. Never did, don't care. Whether you care or not, it's not a problem. I don't really care. So I don't care about them. So it's gonna I should care for them, the crazy people. So how will it be to me if I do them? So but I have to double it. I have to make it because I'm masquerading. I have to double it. So there's no equilibrium for them to mess up again. Nothing to say that. So I'm doubling what have this to me. So for example, the police has power to solve problems, but they don't want to solve the problem. Equality, access to them. They want to give me mental health. So they're mental health. I have to give them double mental health. I'm not going to detain them. But in my question, I'm saying the police. I'm the Nigerian police deal with them. They're not part of my problem. When they come here, they take medication. They go to the president, do the medication. They go. Because I'm not having it. We're not friends. We're not equal. If we're not equal, that's what that means. That is what that literally means. We're not equal because they give me housing. Because I'm a black guy. I'm black. But it's fun. It's all fine and dandy. So the power of the pen and the power of the sword. They use the pen to strike me down. And the power of the pen is powerful. But these the pen, the email communication, the systems that were in place to deny me my rights to housing, my rights to equality. and then sort of equity, and then the power of the sword. Listen, they need to use the sword, but listen, don't threaten me with the sword. Don't tell me we have the politics to get guns. You get guns. I don't care what you have the politics. I can't put my house situation. I'm, I'm not a criminal. You don't need guns for me. You need to get don't fear. Don't threaten me with guns. Fear. Don't. When I ask them, when I do a person, listen, I am the problem. I'm not the problem, guys. You are the problem. And that's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. So, this one system has quantum radio systems, um, quantum radio systems. So I'm building my own stuff. I'm building my own replacement. I'm building quantum radio systems. I'm doing quantum radio. So I'm quantum physicist. I'm a quantum physicist in the domain of, so I'm studying quantum physics. So I have a kind of A-level physics.com. Quantum physics. I'm studying quantum physics, and I'm doing quantum physics. I'm in a quantum radio system because I'm doing quantum physics uh, for modern military innovations. That's what I'm calling it. That's what I'm doing quantum physics for modern military innovations, and that's what I'm calling that framework. Don't say. So, anyhow, so basically, when they came down from the stairs, had my passport, I posted wood, locked in the wood, this wood crying, but I cannot go out and use it, until the 2nd of March. You can't issue me section papers. You cannot find me stupid. That percent is too much. You cannot find me a hostel. You cannot find me something. Care for me. Care for me. Care for me. I don't want to be cared for. I don't want it. You guys are fucking useless. This is all right. No, you should stop saying the word care. It doesn't really mean anything anyway. Say you care, you give someone houses, say you give them the rights to houses. And I've been a sister for too long, but everyone has been a sister for longer. You give them houses? No, no, or shorter for that matter. I don't care about your housing. I come from a compound. I come from stability. I have things that I've come from stability. I don't come from this kind of shithole housing situation. You give bureaucracy talking on authority. I don't come from this fucking shithole. I'm glad I don't. Even so, I'm going to the Human Code of Human Rights. I'm going to be doing some quantum media systems. I'm doing so. I'm doing so obviously me, my persona AJ is working on quantum radio systems via radiography, but really has some new problems to define for quantum radio systems. So everything's quantum because radio system is destroyed for the whole thing. Quantum system, quantum digital systems, but they're gonna be used according with the law of the HA, IWU, EG, IWR. So EG stands for order. So that's basically Equality Equity Act. Equality Act. So you don't have equality, you have the Equity Act. Equality Act, Equity Act 2066. Which is mandated to me. Equity is before equality. If we're all equal, this one is the ability we have. The use to diamond housing. So it's Equity Act 2026. I'm saying to you, we have now the one. So if we look at that, it's also having formalize that and get that in place. Because equity is not equality. Equity is not equality. Equity is about including people who have disability or not into society. So that's what it's all about. Equity is not equality. Don't say to that. So you need to work as intended. We're Nigerians, we get on with it, but the police what I'm doing about this police matter, it should happen to someone like me. Again, someone that's black, again, have stability. But I'm not doing it in the UK, I'm doing it in Nigeria. So my mini compound will be built in Nigeria because I'm going to use most moments to build them, but I'm using how much to build for security. So the Bible Quality Framework. Thank you for watching the video.